Top 5 Best MIG Welders. Number 5. SUNGOLDPOWER 140 amp. This model is a relatively new inverter-based portable MIG welding machine. Inverter-based means that it can do both gasless flux cord welding and gas-shielded MIG welding, which makes this useful to have if you need to work on different metals. Admittedly, this is not a very well-known brand if you compare it to the other machines on this list. But in my experience, it held up remarkably well when I tried it out on different household projects. This goes to show that while the brand can be an assurance of quality, there are some exceptions to this rule, and the SUNGOLDPOWER 140 amp is one of those exceptions. To supplement your efforts, when you buy this machine it also comes with some flux cord wire as well as some solid core wire. From the very start, you will be well equipped with this purchase. One small issue I had with the SUNGOLDPOWER 140 amp was that the manual was difficult to follow on its own. It took a bit more research on the internet and with fellow welders to grasp the machine's full capabilities. However, I did not see this as a complete deal breaker when I considered the quality of this device's work as well as its capacity to hold its own in rough environments like the outdoors. Overall, this is a sturdy and reliable MIG welder that you can rely on for outdoor work. It is a bit Spartan in the sense that it lacks the additional features and technologies that most modern welders have. However, this could be an advantage for people who just want to invest in a durable, no-frills, and multifunctional MIG welder machine. Coming in number 4. Weldpro 200. The Weldpro 200 is a versatile, all-around machine that is definitely worth its mid-range price. I say this because it is easy to use, powerful, and clearly designed with the end user in mind. Let's go over these qualities one by one below. This machine is multifunctional in that sense that it goes beyond its MIG and flux core capabilities. The Weldpro 200 is also capable of TIG welding, stick welding, and aluminum welding. This allows you to easily switch from one mode to another, depending on the metal you need to work with and the work you need to do. It is a definite plus for welders who need a small yet affordable machine in their arsenal. One distinct advantage that the Weldpro 200 has over other machines is that it has a clear dual digital display. This makes it so much easier to monitor everything that is going on with the welder as it is working. As a result, you spend less time checking up on all the individual details of your work and more time focusing on the work itself. It is just a small feature, but I like how this machine has all the important buttons highlighted in yellow. This makes it easy to understand and comprehend in just one glimpse, which is a crucial aspect to consider when you are in the middle of work. The Weldpro 200 is covered by a 2-year factory warranty. This just goes to show how invested the brand is in your experience with the machine, because they are willing to continue supporting you long after you have completed the purchase. This multi-purpose welder is definitely a good addition to any home or workshop. It is a good place to start if you're into DIY projects. Coming in number 3. Forney Easy Weld 261. Here is another MIG welder that is good for beginners. The Forney 140 FCI is a small, green, and attractive machine that is capable of some serious work. One feature that sets this welder apart from the others is that it uses flux cord wire. Flux wires are used in welding thicker metals as well as applications that are out of position. In terms of slag, it is easier to clean up when using this kind of wire. If you are looking for a MIG welder that is a bit low maintenance yet capable of performing some serious work, then the Forney 140 FCI is the model for you. The Forney 140 FCI is also remarkably lightweight. It is only 8.6 kilograms, which makes it one of the lightest on the list. You will not need a cart to transport it from one place to another. In addition to its portability, this machine gets plus points for easy setup. You can move immediately from unpacking it out of the box to working on your first bead in a few minutes. The simplicity of the process is definitely a plus for novices in welding. Coming in number 2. Hobart 500,559 Handler 140. If you are a welder who constantly works on delicate metalwork, then this is the machine for you. The Hobart Handler 140 is by far the most popular MIG welder by Hobart. Part of its popularity can be attributed to its sheer versatility. It can even for heavy farm projects. At its core, however, this is a strong MIG welder that has mostly been optimized for household projects and small workshop jobs. It can run seamlessly off of 115 volts household current and is small enough to be carried around if you need to move to multiple places. In my opinion, this would be one of the best MIG welders for home use. Beyond the welder itself, you also get a spool of wire and some spare contact tips. This will be more than enough to get you started on the right foot. In my personal experience, I found this model to be a very solid build. It has a stable exterior and the quality of its construction is evident in its welding prowess. Like all Hobart machines, the Handler 140 is covered by the 5 or 3 or 1 warranty. This means that you are guaranteed to be supported across multiple levels in different time frames. It is comprehensive coverage and really goes to show how invested the brand is in your customer experience. Overall, I would definitely recommend this machine to anyone who is looking to invest in a household welder. It has all the basics that most DIY welders will ever need to get started, plus some extra consumables, a sturdy build, and a comprehensive warranty. Coming in number 1. Hobart 500 553 Handler 210 MVP. It's in the name. The Hobart 210 is truly an MVP in its own right. This is the only Hobart welder to register 210 amp of power. While most MIG welders are strict about the kind of voltage that powers the machine, this model can easily switch between 115 volts or 230 volts using its own multi-voltage plug. This is an advantage in case you need to travel between workshops or move to certain areas to get the job done. One aspect of this device that I truly appreciated was how easy it was to pick up and work with. Hands down, this is the model that I would recommend to any beginner because it comes with a clear instruction manual, the labels on the machine are clear and concise, and finally the setup process only takes a few minutes. In terms of safety, the Hobart 210 MVP comes with thermal overload guard and motor protection capabilities. The thermal overload guard means that it will automatically detect signs of overheating and immediately work to cool down the machine through a variety of processes. The motor protection monitors the welfare of your machine's engine as it works and ensures that there is no undue damage caused to it. In addition, this MIG welder also comes with all the accessories you will need to start off. The package will contain a dual gauge regulator and gas hose, some extra 0.3 contact tips. In case you run into any unexpected problems with the Hobart 210 MVP, you do not need to worry. This model comes with a 3-year limited warranty to cover a variety of issues that you may face in the long run. Take note that this model is one of the heavier MIG welders on this list and you may find it hard to just carry it from one place to another. I highly recommend investing in its cart. It does not come with the package, so that you will not have any difficulties with transporting it from one area to another. Overall, this is a strong option for die-hard DIY enthusiasts who regularly commit to making metalwork projects at home.